This weekend, we're going to install one of these new King's 180-degree freestanding awnings. They're part of the new King's Plus range, and we're going to install it on the toy hauler canopy. I've still got the original freestanding 270 awning, not the new King's Plus 270, the original one. I did a review video back on that a little while ago. That's off the Prado at the moment because the Prado is about to get traded in for a new rig, so I'm waiting for that, and then that'll go in the new car to finish reviewing that one. The reason I'm going with the 180-degree awning on the toy hauler is because the buggy is usually on here, and a 270 just doesn't work. Like, I can't swing it around and tie it back over to that corner. Even with the buggy on there, that's still a bit of a pain in the ass. And with the buggy on, it's pretty much impossible. So I guess that's why people buy these. You either just need a 180 and that's all the shade you want, or you're towing a decent sized van, camper trailer, toy hauler, whatever, and it just doesn't work for you. The awning itself cost me $3.99 from my local King's outlet here in Townsville, but that's only just the awning. You got to buy the brackets separately, so I'll get into that in a sec. It comes packaged pretty well. It's got these foam end caps on the end of the awning itself. It's all wrapped in plastic inside the box, all that sort of normal stuff. Comes with tie down straps in this bag with a couple of tent pegs in case it gets pretty windy, and it comes with a little piece of patch, which I've never used on previous ones, and I doubt I'm going to use on this one. And it comes with the user manual and a bit of an install guide and some warranty information, and the awning itself. That's pretty much it. They don't come with brackets anymore. You can pick options here. So you get your standard L brackets, which I've got over there, or you get these adjustable ones that they do as well. I went with the standard L bracket style. I think it was another 39 bucks, so like $438.95 in total. And these come with all M8 stainless hardware, nylock nuts, got your little rubber washers to seal on the canvas on the back of the tent, and some flat washers, but it doesn't seem to come with any bolts to actually bolt that down onto your roof rack or onto your canopy or whatever you're bolting onto, so I had to go get that myself. And that's probably not such a bad idea, just because there's so much difference in what you're going to bolt to. So people have got a different size box section for the canopy, or whether it's just going onto a roof rack or God knows what. So yeah, I just ducked down to Bunno's and got some M8 by 65 bolts. There's not much else to it than that. I've got the rooftop tent popped up so I can access underneath. A smart person probably would have put these on before they put the tent on, but that's the story of my life. So yeah, I'm going to bang them on the top there, 3 brackets along here, and I got to lower the height of this door down a bit so it, you can probably see it on camera there, the awning's going to be here and it'll karate chop into this, so I'm going to drop that down a bit. The door is very high over my head anyway. When I built this, I just guessed it. I'm like 5'10", 5'11", and I got to fully stand flat-footed and reach up to touch it, so it can probably come down a foot. The ladder for the rooftop tent doubles pretty good as an adjustable prop to set the height of the door just where I need it. There we go. It might give you an issue if you're any taller than me, but that's not a me problem, so I'm fine with that. You can see using the highly calibrated piece of wood method that it now clears the door. Righto, time to throw the other 2 L brackets on, and then we'll fit up the awning. The middle bracket's probably going to be the hardest one because I've got to try and reach over and under the door at the same time. I'm running some of this black Sikaflex from Bunnings just around the head washer there at the top to hopefully stop any water leaks into the canopy. Righto, let's try and figure this out. Righto, that's 3 brackets on, looking very brackety. Time to put the awning on. Righto, there's not much to see in this next step. You pretty much take the awning out of the bag, so it's just the frame and the awning. You slide these bolts in the extrusion in the back. You put the normal nuts on it, not the nylock, and then you get someone to give you a hand, one of the kiddos, and then you mount it to the brackets, nip up the normal nuts, take it back off, and then you put the bag back over it where these nuts are locked into position, where the bolts are locked into position, and then that's where you cut the little holes in the bag for the bolts to go through. And then you pretty much, yeah, put the bag on with the little white plastic rubber sealing washers and bolt it on. That's about it. So I don't know, might bang that in a time lapse and just knock that out. It's not very interesting to watch, so time lapse will do. Let's go. You'll need a couple of other straps because the straps are mounted into the back of the bag. You take that off and then you want something to hold it all together so you can trial fit it up on the brackets. From there, you put it all back in the bag, even it all out so it sits right, and then you use the end of the bolts to cut little X's to let the bolts through. That's probably the worst bit, to be honest. It's not real clear in the instructions whether you take these normal nuts back off or not, but I'm pretty sure you do. They don't sit real nice down in the channels. It sort of pulls down inside of it and fouls inside there. So I am pretty sure you take them back off, and then that lets the bracket and the washer pull flush up against the back of that brace. Righto, now she's all done, ready to go back on. Now the rubber washers go on the bolt here to stop it leaking inside the bag. So it goes rubber washer, steel flat washer, goes on the bracket, and then steel flat washer on the back of the bracket, and nylock nut. Righto, she's all installed. This is going to be the first time set up straight out of the box. Never set it up before, so I'll try and do a little counter thingy down here, see how long it takes. Not too bad, I reckon I could do that in half the time. It took me a fair bit longer because the straps weren't on the awning already. So yeah, there's actually two bundles. These ones have little cantilever, tensioning buckles on them, and that'll be for the tie downs. The other ones are just a strap with the carabiner clip on the end so you can clip it back to something. And I had to figure out what point to tie it back to on the car and the buggy because obviously it was the first go. Still pretty good though. I'm pretty impressed with how much coverage there actually is. It's actually a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be visually. It's actually 8.35 square meters, going by their website. Hopefully the door still opens up pretty well. I could probably go a heap higher, to be honest. Anyway, still clears my head. If it gives me any issues, I'll jack it back up a little bit. But yeah, because you open the awning with this typically closed, otherwise you can't reach the straps, you've actually still got quite a bit of room there. The poles are pretty solid. I probably wouldn't swing my whole body weight off it, but yeah, it's all the quality you'd expect from a $430 awning. There's a pretty decent breeze blowing through here today, and you can see it's flapping a little bit, but nothing that's really going to break it. I already noticed one little design improvement compared to the first generation 270 awning. These are now buckles, so that goes up through a buckle like a swag, and then you pull that back down and then Velcro it. The original 270 I've got, it's just two pieces of Velcro, and you've got to like pull everything tight together and get it pulled over each other to keep it tight. Having these with buckles back on itself, much better idea. Time will tell though. What's your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. Will it hold up? Will it not? I don't know. A lot of people seem to knock the King's gear. Some of it isn't that great, but I haven't broken an awning yet, so I don't know what to say about it. For 430 bucks, how can you go wrong? You can probably buy what, 2, 3, maybe 4 of these before you buy some of the other brands. Yeah, the other ones are definitely better. They cost more money. They're built better, but I'm just doing a bit of weekend warrior stuff and a couple of bigger trips a year. I'm not using it every day. It sort of suits me. So yeah, what do you think? Would you buy one? Would you not buy one? Let me know. If you want to know anything specifically about it, let me know down in the comments as well, and I'll do that in the midterm follow-up review in another couple of months. But yeah, if you like this sort of stuff and you want to see whether this folds back on itself or not, yeah, subscribe, think about doing that, and stick around to find out what happens. I filmed the first setup, so I may as well film the first pack up. So let's see if this is going to be a disaster or not. I haven't even read the instructions. I'm going to leave the straps on there this time so they're ready to go for next time. I think these come in. The outer ones go over the top. And I think you got to pull the flap inside like that. Yep, I'm gonna be a little bit too short for this. Need a little stool. Don't even act like you're surprised that I couldn't reach that. I am 172 centimeters, I think, if you want reference. Probably looks different on camera because I'm moderately obese and have T-Rex arms, but I can't reach the little turnbuckle thing up the top. It was right there, I just couldn't find it. Righto, that's pack up all done. Like anything, a few struggles for the first time. Definitely gonna need a little stool, but anyway, that's pretty normal. But yeah, that's it for this one. See you next time. The middle bucket. What the fuck's a middle bucket? Fuck, it's a shit show today. I think I've had too much coffee or something. Anyway. There's not much to see here. You pretty much take the awning out of the vinyl case. That's not what I would really call it in my head. It took me a fair bit longer because all these straps, I thought, nah. I already noticed a few little design improvements compared to the generation, nah. I already noticed a few little design improvements, nah, one design improvement. The original 270 I got, you've got to hold everything in together and it's